Hi, Miss Karen here from the Estates Branch Library, but obviously I'm not at the library, am I? You know where I'm at, I'm at the beach. We're here for Imagine Your Story, and there's no better place to imagine your story than at the beach. It's time to think about whatever you want to think about and just enjoy the waves and the sand, or you can imagine you built a sandcastle that had a dragon in it. I have a cool book about that. It's called When a Dragon Moves In. It's at the library. So it's a great place not only to imagine your story, but also to do some STEAM activities, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And I've got a couple of little things I'll show you, because usually when we're at the library, we have scientists come in and do all that, but we can't do that this year, so we're going to do that at the beach, okay? Before we get started on that, I want to mention that you can download a beach packet this week. It's on our website, collierlibrary.org, and it has all kinds of fun activities and things that you can do in it. And check out our video that's on also on our page, our Facebook page. Just go to Facebook, Collier Library. Okay, so let's do some STEAM. I have a book. Now, you know, we don't really bring library books to the beach, but I put it in a plastic bag, and it's called Science in Seconds at the Beach. And it's a whole book of things that you can do about science at the beach. And one of my first ones is, if you're coming down to the beach, you know what's really neat about the beach is it's free. You can just come on down here and do all kinds of cool stuff. I just brought a tin pan, and I put just a little bit of beach water, Gulf water in it. And while I was at the beach, building sandcastles and having fun, I let it dry out, and all the water molecules evaporated, which we don't see, do we? And it left behind some residue. And this is the salt that was left behind. And what this science book tells us to do is take a magnifying glass and look up close at the salt crystals. And it's something fascinating about them. They're all the same shape. And I didn't know that until I read this book. And I'm not going to tell you what shape they are. I want you to be able to do this. If you can't get to the beach, then go ahead and try it at home with some salt water. Put it out in the sun, let the water evaporate, and then look at the salt crystals. And when you find that out, put a comment on our Facebook post, this Facebook post, and tell us what shape you saw with the salt crystals. Okay. My next science activity involves some Gulf water, and then you take another glass of water, and this is just regular tap water or bottled water. Okay, so we have Gulf water and we have regular water. And the science behind this is that the Gulf water is a lot denser because it has salt in it. And supposedly, the denser the water, the better it holds things up, so the better that you float as compared to regular water. So let's try it, okay? Let's got a raw egg that I brought from home, and we're gonna put it in the regular water. And look, it kind of sinks right to the bottom. See the tip on the bottom. And now we're gonna put an egg in our Gulf water. I don't know if you can see it, but see how it's floating around, not really touching the bottom? There it goes. Whereas the one in the regular water is right at the bottom. So try that at home. Again, you can try it at home or you can try it at the beach, but that's kind of a neat science about why we float better and swim better sometimes in salt water. So that's another fun thing you can do. And then for our art project at the beach, you can do this right at the beach, or you can take some things home from the beach, like sand and shells. Just make sure there's no critters in your shells that you're taking home. And I just took a regular box lid, a shoebox lid, and I put a piece of black paper in it. And then you can just take some glue, and you can make your glue in all kinds of different designs. You can draw like a flower or a star or something like that, or you can just do squiggly lines. And then you just take beach sand, you just sprinkle it on top, shake it around, get it off the bottom, and then obviously your sand sticks to your glue. And take some seashells or any little things that you find at the beach, little pieces of sea glass, and stick them in there. It's called a sand mosaic. And it looks a little funky now because it's wet and I'm holding it up. But when it dries, you can't see the glue and just see the sand and shells, and it's really pretty. So that's some STEAM that you can do at the beach. and really encourage you to get out to the beach this summer. It's a great place to be and imagine your story. Thanks.